fixed signs, this reading is for you. I have a lot of heavy energy this week. Not gonna lie, it sobered me up. I was a little playful when I started this video. Then I started like looking at these cards and I'm like, you're not in a playful, silly, goofy mood. So I don't know Roman numerals, and I did have to Google all of the meanings. I'm just really excited to use this tarot deck. So excuse me if I don't read these the way that I should. I think this is 8 of Cups because I Googled it, but VIII of Cups reversed. I'm not kidding. And look how cute, because everything is Disney themed. There's a lot of feeling drained, some isolation. I do know the X is 10, so 10 of Cups reversed. VII of Wands reversed. Sorry that I'm like this. VI of Wands, is that 5? I don't know. Reversed. VII of Cups. Okay, long story short, let's get into it. You were betrayed by someone this week. I think that you maybe had a reputation slip up where people were questioning you, people didn't agree with something that you were doing, or they didn't like something that you were doing, and I think instead of you, I don't know, I feel like you took it hard. It was very disappointing for you because I feel like maybe your peers were questioning you or a group of people were questioning you, and I think it's something that genuinely upset you because, for one, I feel like you're typically very certain of yourself. For two, with all the astrology going on this month and last month, it's been intense for you. You've been going through it. But I feel like it's, to an extent, I feel like people are kind of bullying you. I feel like people are being really critical of you. Also, this is at the bottom of the deck, which is Scar and 4 of Swords. I should not be doing this. But yeah, 4 of Swords. So there's definitely a bit of aggression. I feel like people are, I don't know, I feel like people are really quick to misunderstand you. I'm not saying you're perfect. Maybe you ruffled some feathers yourself. I do think you isolated. So I think when you isolated, maybe people took that offense. Like they wanted to hear from you. And then when you went into hiding, they were kind of like, oh, they're guilty. Or I don't know, I feel like they're accusing you of something that you didn't do. With that being said, I feel like the best approach for you this week is you need to not take disappointment to heart. And I know that's a really annoying thing to say because, like, how do people not do that? Of course they're going to do that. But I feel like the people who are wanting to see you fall, or the people who want to like bully you into intimidation, those are the people you should be giving your energy and your power to. I know it's easier said than done, but I do feel like people in your life are, yeah, maybe they're questioning you, but if they love you, if they care about you, if they want the best for you, they're not going to be questioning you in a way where you can't come back from it. You can't explain yourself. You can't recover. And I think that's the difference between the people who aren't really there for you and the people who are. And so this week is kind of about finding out who's really there. Who shows up for you in your life. Who you can lean on in your life. Who holds you accountable without damning you. Because that's a huge thing to discern. It's a gray space. But essentially, I do think you're going to rise above it. I do think everything's going to be fine. It might not feel that way at first. I definitely think you have a moment of like, what the fuck? Why is everyone ganging up on me? Or why is everyone thinking this way? This isn't a week for you to have to prove yourself. It's a week for you to evaluate who's trying to help you and who is just trying to hurt you. And I know that sounds kind of like fear-mongering. I don't want to make my words sound intimidating. I don't want anyone to watch this and be scared who's having a great week and be like, what the hell? I just want people to be conscious of the fact that people who are quick to kick you when you're down might not be the best people to keep in your life. Whether you deserve to be kicked when you're down or not, whether you were in the wrong or not, it doesn't mean that you, and no one should be kicked when they're down. I don't know how to speak today. So if you like that reading, please give it a thumbs up. I hope this was helpful. I hope this gives you some clarity or some peace of mind in a weird way. I know it's kind of a tough reading. I'm dying. My room is really dusty, actually. Like, there's a genuine dust issue in my room. I should probably fix that. But yeah, please, all my social medias are linked down below, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. This reading is for Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, or Pisces, and this is your weekly tarot prediction. And I'm just gonna start this off with, like, I feel this is kind of a week of relationship drama in your life. Granted, I believe when I post this, I'll probably be posting this the week of eclipse season, which is strongly going to be affecting you guys. So eclipse in Sagittarius on December 4th. That's probably the week of that. So makes sense. But with that being said, I have the High Priestess. I have, oh, weird. All these, oh, it's probably because I didn't shuffle. I was about to be like, oh, weird. All these random cards came up that I really like. Okay. Three of Cups and Judgment. Oops. Judgment. Two of Swords reversed. V of Wands. Is that Five of Wands? I think it's Five of Wands. Three of Coins, which is Three of Pentacles upright. And yeah, okay, so I feel like this is a week where perhaps there's some like meddling. I feel like there's a situation involving maybe family, or maybe it's like a friend and a significant other, or just like your significant other's friends. It's kind of like a group of people, and there's like maybe people you really care about that you're really attached to, but I feel like it's almost like there's a disagreement in the mix of the dynamic, and I feel like you are trying to express yourself and assert your boundaries or assert what you need in the situation, while I feel like the other person or the other people are kind of at odds with what you're saying. I feel like it's kind of like a disagreement where you both all need to work together and find a way to kind of meet one another in the middle. However, I feel like it's kind of like when you're talking and no one's hearing you. So I feel like you're reaching this point of frustration. I don't think this is like a super dramatic week for relationships. Like, I'm not going to tell you guys like I see some breakups or something coming through, but I do think it's kind of like a tug of war vibe. Excuse me. Oh, I feel like you are kind of reaching a point where you want to be heard, you want to get points across, but you're having a hard time doing that. So I think because of it, you're ready to throw your hands up. You might be reactionary. You might be very quick to make certain points known. And yeah, this is definitely a week where you're definitely going to have some drama or conflict with a loved one. I also think this is an opportunity for you both to reach a better understanding of one another, what you both need in order to be heard. And I feel like this can even make you guys stronger. Is this going to be like the smooth sailing way of doing that? No. I do think you're going to be annoyed with something, and I think you could be blowing it out of proportion. I don't think you mean to. I don't think you want to. I think it's just kind of like, again, that feeling of I keep speaking and no one's listening to me. So I think that's why you make it a little bit more dramatic than you might want it to be or need it to be. Yeah. I do think the most important thing that I will say though about this spread is like, be mindful of isolating, like getting frustrated with trying to make your point across, being too critical to the point that you give up expressing yourself, because I think the people in your life love you and care about you and they want to hear you. I just think that they're really genuinely not aware of how much you've been trying to express something. I think that maybe you've been a little bit more soft-spoken or a little bit more passive than you realize, and so I think because of that, and because people know that your nature is a little bit more direct usually, I think that they have unintentionally just been distracted. I don't think that they mean to be. I don't think that it's like a matter of people not caring about you, but I do feel like you're kind of reaching a point of I need to assert some boundaries and people need to hear me, and I definitely feel like people might be receiving it wrong or just have some stuff going on and they handle it poorly. Either way, I do feel like the conclusion will be worth it. I feel like you're going to be able to get on the same page with people. Worst case scenario for some people, you might be able to just discern that someone maybe has a very different understanding of expectations for the friendship, relationship, or situationship that they're in with you, and I think that you will just have to adjust accordingly. But I don't think that's the end of the world. I think you're just basically finding out how to better get along with people or what people want from you. So that's the overall vibe this week. But yeah, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of my social medias are linked down below, and I will see you in my next video. Cardinal signs, this reading is for you: Capricorn, Aries, Libra, or Cancer. This is your weekly tarot scope or tarot predictions. I have the Hanged Man, and I'm embarrassing, so I'm sorry, but I have IX of Swords. Wait, I should just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Swords reversed. I also have 3 of Coins upright. True Love reverse, which I think is so cute. It's a Disney tarot deck, Disney Villains tarot deck. So they've added some stuff. And then Knight of Cups reversed and the Fool reversed. So hardcore, this is about your love life. If you're single, I would interpret this as you think you've healed from certain things about your past, but you're still stuck there. And you're very critical. If you're dating, like, you're very hardcore with like cutting people off easily, you know, seeing something that might just be like a yellow flag and treating it like it's a red flag. I feel like you're holding yourself back because you're disappointed with how things happened already and you don't want to waste your time. So you're just planning on like not doing anything at all. You're like immobilizing yourself unintentionally. If you're in a relationship, this is a week that's definitely making you feel like maybe you guys have some things about your relationship that hold one another back. This doesn't mean you guys have to break up. It isn't usually like, this is like, I feel it's just like relationship growing pains in general, especially if it's a long-term relationship. I do feel like this spread is like more speaking towards like long-term relationship people, but I don't want to like exclude single people either. Also, if you're asexual, I would interpret this spread as like maybe you just being hurt with people and being fed up and wanting to stick to yourself or just not even deal with people, which makes sense. But I do feel like you're kind of approaching the things that you want in all the wrong ways. I think that just because you had one bad situation, it doesn't make it a bad future. And I feel like you're just like already predetermining things by writing people off or not giving anyone a chance, and then unintentionally not giving yourself a chance in the process. I really think the most important thing that you can do this week is figure out how you can break out of some habits or routines that have kind of just not been benefiting you. Like staying in your room all weekend, or deleting your dating apps when you want to talk to someone and want to meet someone. Not texting people back who want to hang out with you, who you actually don't dislike, or, you know, skirting around subjects with your significant other instead of just addressing them head on, whether they're very big or very small. As cheesy as it sounds, sometimes relationships need those like, what do you call them? Like report cards, reviews, where you both sit down and you're just like, hey, like, this is how I'm feeling lately. This is the things that I want. How are you feeling? What do you want? Just to get on the same page. I feel like if you don't tackle this with a level head, however, I do think that this week could lead to a bit of drama, a bit of resentment, and a bit of hostility. Because I do feel like you're holding on to some stuff and you're trying to let go and you're trying to work through it. But I feel like a lot of what you're feeling is just like pissed off. I think you're realizing you're not where you want to be, or maybe the relationship status or relationship situations that you're around aren't what you want entirely, but you're kind of acting very abrupt, and I don't think you are, and I think that's why there's a bit of a misunderstanding. So basically just be patient with yourself, be patient with other people, be open to stepping outside of your comfort zone, but also identify what habits or routines that you're in that are or aren't benefiting you. Because I feel like you're just kind of holding on to the past, you're